Welcome back to Hermitcraft. All right. Well, here's our reed farm machine, and it's working okay. And as you can see, I've expanded it vertical, one tile set on either side here, and that's done some good for it. It's putting out a little more here, and I can't go any higher vertical because that would put me up into the surface, and I do believe the villager breeder thing is pretty much almost straight up from it. And I don't actually want the thing sticking up out of the ground. Somebody suggested expand downward, but the design doesn't work that way. To expand it downward, I'd actually have to tear the whole thing down, dig the area out further down, and then rebuild. Not gonna happen. However, the design can tile laterally as well. But I'm thinking if I just leave it like that for the reeds, what I could do is I could come over here and, well, let me get up here a few blocks. I have an idea for a variation on a theme here with expanding. If I put a sticky piston on the side of that torch, then basically I would be able, oh come on, to expand out this way. But in the expansion, I want to do something a little bit different. Okay, another thing is, okay, just hook onto the hoppers. Alright, like so. And then I want to glass this in. And here, instead of putting sand, because I wouldn't be doing this with this one wouldn't be for the reeds. This side would be for melons and or pumpkins. Because I figure here all I need to do is just assume that I'm planting melons or pumpkins every other block here, and arrange the slime blocks like so. And I could go further in if I just break this wall out some more, which I'm not going to do right now because the neighbors are noisy and nasty. But yeah, let's see. I got water on me, so I just break that out. Whoops. Oh, I hope I haven't broken anything back there. Ah, okay, just a torch or two. That works. But yeah, this ought to work. Every other slot would be a melon planting or a pumpkin planting. And then I could extend it out that way up to 12 slime blocks on the top. It wouldn't be a whole heck of a lot, but it would be there running all the time. And then, so you got planting here, and then you'd have, if you had a planting here, then you'd have alright, a plant where the torch is, and then here and here you'd have the actual melon or pumpkin growing. which would be knocked off by the slime blocks. And I think that would probably work out pretty good. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking to try to do now. Although now is actually the wrong word, because I don't have a whole lot of time this morning. I've got some real world stuff I need to deal with, and that's going to delay me doing much of anything. And I had some issues last night that kept me from doing any recording ahead of time. So mostly this is a let you know what I'm thinking thing. I'm thinking to basically work out an expansion of this that wasn't necessarily intended, but I think ought to work. That, and also letting you know that what I'm going to be doing from here out with the videos in the morning, the ones that I'm going to be aiming for a 7 a.m. release time, which obviously isn't happening today. I'm going to be going with an alternation. And what I'm going to try to do there is, like for example, today we've got Hermitcraft, and tomorrow my single player world, and then the day after Hermitcraft, and so on, just alternating back and forth like that. Releasing at noon Central Time, for the time being, Creativers, and then at some point in the later afternoon, TFC Modcraft. And that's what I'm going to be trying to do for a while. I don't know how long I will be keeping up that kind of a rate, but I'm going to try for it. And yeah, other than that, I've been thinking about this for a few hours, and I think that it ought to work. If I'm planting melons or pumpkins where the torches are, the machine should break the plant when it grows. It'll end up in the water, of course. The glass wall will be built on over, and that should work. And like I said, this thing could be, I can expand it laterally off of each end as far as I want, or at least as far as Minecraft will allow, but that ought to be plenty. You know, if I do it in like 12 block sections, 12 blocks per sticky piston, that ought to work. So let me know what you think about that, and I'm going to try to get into full swing on this latest variation of attempted scheduling very soon. Unfortunately, today I am really short on time, but I didn't want to go without having something going up today. Alright. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.